A North Suburban family lashes out at police today for wrongfully arresting and charging a young teenager in a store shooting. Their outrage in part because of where the high school freshman actually was at the time of the crime. Let's bring in CBS 2's Suzanne Lemonnier. She is live in Waukegan tonight. Suzanne.
Erica, he was charged in the shooting of a Dollar General store employee right here behind me. This happened on February 4th. But the problem is, at the time of the shooting, he was at Stevenson High. He was playing basketball for his school, Waukegan High. That's in Lincolnshire, Stevenson High. That's 18 miles away from here.
Okay. This is an extremely dangerous county, an extremely dangerous state, an extremely dangerous community. A mistake was made. The people who protect your grandmothers and your aunties and your little kids and keep the thugs at bay. I mean, the thugs come through, they shoot, but they got to hurry up and leave. They can't just shoot endless rounds because the cops is coming. They can't just shoot willy-nilly because the cops are around. So they got to pick and choose their spots. When they do, the cops come and find them sometimes and give the only justice that they'll get. And then the cops make one mistake, and now we got to protest and march, and such an ungrateful group of people. These people, this is disgusting, man. This is disgusting that these people are, okay, they thought that kid did it, and he didn't do it. It was a mix-up. Fine. Hit one if some people are starting to get on your nerves, man.
Erica, he was charged in the shooting of a Dollar General store employee right here behind me. This happened on February 4th. But the problem is, at the time of the shooting, he was at Stevenson High. He was playing basketball for his school, Waukegan High. That's in Lincolnshire, Stevenson High. That's 18 miles away from here.
I didn't know what was going on at the time. When they came and grabbed me from school, I was very confused about the situation.
15-year-old Martell Williams says he had no idea why police took him into custody here at Waukegan High School on February 16th.
The dean came down and got me and walked me to her office. And once I reached her office, it was just 2 police officers in there. And as soon as I got in, they didn't tell me nothing or say nothing to me. They just said, "You're under arrest." I'm just scared for my son, and that's wrong.
Why is she still scared? It was straightened out. Your son lives in the stand. You live in the stand. Your son is... There's a 99.9% chance if your son gets killed, he's going to get killed by another son man or son team. He has a better chance of getting struck by lightning than being killed by a cop. He wasn't killed by a cop. There was a mix-up, some kind of mistake was made, and your son was detained for a period of time, then released. Now you're standing here, and listen, when her career criminal boyfriend goes upside her head, these same cops are going to have to respond. It's one of the most dangerous situations, a domestic violence service call is one of the most dangerous things a cop can encounter. So when her career criminal baby daddy or boyfriend goes upside her head in a couple of weeks, these same cops from this department are going to have to respond. And they're going to do it. Because that's what they do. They're professionals. This is utterly disgusting what these people are doing.
I'm just scared for my son, and that's wrong.
Waukegan police arrested Williams for the February 4th shooting of Dollar General store employee Elvis Ramos. Ramos was shot in the face when trying to stop a shoplifter inside the store. His family has set up a GoFundMe page to help with his medical expenses. These are surveillance images of the suspect wanted by police.
Okay, so they got the wrong guy. And I guarantee you they didn't pull that kid's name out of a hat. It was probably some bad information they got from a tipster or a confidential informant. Because no way they just pulled that kid's name out of a hat. They were like, oh, there's a robbery at the Family Dollar. The kid at Waukegan High School, 18 miles away, did it. No, they had to get some bad information from a tipster or confidential informant. Or some other mistake, some other that I haven't thought about happened. And okay, they made a mistake. This community, this Sun community here in Illinois, people are shot all the time. The cops are constantly responding. They make a mistake and we got to have a press conference with a bunch of lawyers and advocates denouncing the cops and demanding justice. These people are absolutely crazy.
These are surveillance images of the suspect wanted by police.
He's dragged into a police station by a detective who doesn't even do their basic detective work to find out where he was on the day.
At the time of the shooting, Williams was on the basketball court at Stevenson High in Lincolnshire, 18 miles away from this Dollar General store in Waukegan. He says police tricked him into confessing with the offer of fast food.
It is true that he bribed me with McDonald's, and he kept trying to get a confession.
And this is the same thing we heard about with the Central Park group. They were bribed with so a Happy Meal can make you confess to a attempted murder that you didn't do, or aggravated assault. Maybe I don't know what they would charge him with. I know they would downgrade the charges because he's a Sun man, but Sun team. But and we say that with a straight face, just like the Central Park group said the same thing. It's always said with a straight. Well, they gave me a soda. They offered me a soda, so I confessed. Now, do you believe it's a hardware issue? Now, do you understand when I say that this is unfixable? There's nothing you can do about this. You can't fix this at all. All you can do is just remove the guy who did this, who really did this from society, and hopefully that, the crime rates can go back to 2019, which were terrible, but in comparison, were much better than what they are since 2020.
At the time of the shooting, Williams was on the basketball court at Stevenson High in Lincolnshire, 18 miles away from this Dollar General store in Waukegan. He says police tricked him into confessing with the offer of fast food.
It is true that he bribed me with McDonald's, and he kept trying to get a confession. And for something that you did not do. Yeah, for something that I didn't do.
Whoa, did this kid not do it? Is it something that could explain this? I mean, like, it got me thinking he did it. And he, like, maybe they say he was on the basketball court. Okay. Is there tape of him on the back? Cause the way he talking, I need to see tape of him on the basketball court. Like, God, what is this? This is a terrible press conference, man. This leaves more questions than answers. This casts more doubt on him. If they had just released a statement, I wouldn't have thought twice about him. Did he do this? Hit one if you with me on that one. It's like, dang, did he really do this?
It is true that he bribed me with McDonald's, and he kept trying to get a confession. And for something that you did not do. Yeah, for something that I didn't do.
Now, Waukegan police acknowledge they got the wrong person, but say they can't comment any further on the case. The Lake County State's Attorney's Office says that they dropped the charges once Waukegan police gave them new information. They also say they support the Waukegan Police Department's investigation to find the real person responsible in this shooting here. In Waukegan.
New details tonight. The family of a 13-year-old South Florida girl who was wrongfully arrested and placed in a juvenile detention center is taking legal action. In November, Nia Wims was accused of making threats against her school. She spent 2 weeks in custody until police realized she had nothing to do with the threats. CBS 4's Ashley Dyer is live at Renaissance Charter School in Pembroke Pines. And Ashley, you spoke with Nia and her mom today. What did they have to say?
Lauren, it's clear this is a mistake that's not going to just get brushed underneath of a rug. Nia spent 14 days in jail for a crime that she didn't commit. Now her mother wants the people who put her there to be held accountable.
If I hear some people talk about accountability one more time, I don't know what I'm going to do. However, in this case, the girl spent 14 days in jail. This is different. She didn't confess. Like, just think about the other case. The kid confessed for a Happy Meal to attempted murder and robbery that he didn't do for a Big Mac. In this case, this is different, though. It's nuances. Every case is different. Different factors, circumstances. So, I mean, look, it seems like this case right here, this girl, she does deserve some kind of justice. Maybe they can settle or whatever, but, geez, these violent communities these people come from, it's like, the cops got to be perfect.
Tomorrow. I'm trying to get you out tonight.
This heartbreaking video shows the moment 13-year-old Nia Wims was arrested for a crime she didn't commit.
They need to make sure that they do their homework prior to putting our children in handcuffs and locking them up.
Our children, code word, son children. And this was about race. This wasn't just a mistake that was made. This was about race. They wouldn't have done this if it was a glider kid. They only do this type of stuff to son kids because they hate them.
They need to make sure that they do their homework prior to putting our children in handcuffs and locking them up.
According to Nia's mother, a girl who was bullying Nia for quite some time created a fake Instagram account. That account, police say, was used to make threats against the girl's school, Renaissance Charter.
Well, I mean, golly. I mean, that... Okay. Well, geez. Like I said before, they don't pull your name out of a hat, man. I've been around the block enough to know that, man. They don't just pull names out of a hat. It's a reason. Okay, the girl who was bullying her created a fake. The cops got duped. Why can't now they got to get dragged through the mud as some kind of racist and stuff. This is perfectly understandable what happened.
According to Nia's mother, a girl who was bullying Nia for quite some time created a fake Instagram account. That account, police say, was used to make threats against the girl's school, Renaissance Charter.
That platform was used to to frame Nia.
Attorney Marwan Porter says the Pembroke Pines Police Department needs to be held accountable for wrongfully arresting the 7th grader, leaving her family in distress.
At one point, I wanted her out so bad. I was like, I called my lawyer. I'd rather do the time than her, you know? What can I do?
And causing Nia embarrassment and anxiety.
I feel distance, like I really don't want to talk to anybody about the situation.
Porter says Nia was traumatized after spending 2 weeks in jail.
Another young lady who was in there who were a lot older than her, actually, I believe, threatened to stab her over a piece of chocolate.
Since we talking about race, can we get the race on the lady who's going to stab her over a piece of chocolate? No? Okay.
A lot older than her, actually, I believe, threatened to stab her over a piece of chocolate.
Since this happened, Nia's been going to school virtually, using track practice as her outlet.
I can be myself out there, focus on me. It's like my peace when I go to track.
Nia's family plans to sue Instagram, Facebook, Renaissance Charter School, and Pembroke Pines Police.
What? Hey, you know what? Why not try it, man? The mom, single mom, she just throwing stuff at the wall. It might stick, maybe. She's suing enough people, man. Maybe somebody will settle with her. I mean, I don't know, man. God. Look, man, I can't knock her, man. It's America, man. She Why not, man? Why not? What a strange community. This the same no snitch. This the same people that don't snitch when hooligans come through and kill kids. Wow. Strange. Let's.
Since this happened, Nia's been going to school virtually, using track practice as her outlet.
I can be myself out there, focus on me. It's like my peace when I go to track.
Nia's family plans to sue Instagram, Facebook, Renaissance Charter School, and Pembroke Pines Police.
When it comes to our babies, when it comes to our children, law enforcement and school officials need to make sure they do a proper investigation, a thorough investigation.
We've reached out to all parties involved in the lawsuit. The school released a statement that read in part, they won't comment on any pending litigation. We're live in Pembroke Pines tonight. Ashley Dyer, CBS 4 News.